It's imperative to create and maintain a professional, consistent online presence, depending on what you're wanting to do, whether that be a music artist, whether that be a social media manager, whether that be a videographer, whatever that is in entrepreneurship and business, you have to maintain your presence. If you aren't posting on social media, then your store is not open. So we have to realize the importance of the internet and managing the digital self in today's society and going forward in the future, because most human jobs will start to fade as we continue to develop more technology and robotics, right? So many jobs will have to do with the digital self, robotics, tech, things of that sort, then entertainment, because people want something to do. And so these are my tips for finding and developing and managing your digital self for business people, music artists, rebels, independent thinkers, entrepreneurs alike. All right, guys, let's get into it. So, managing the digital self. I made up a little story for you all, guys. I hope you enjoy it. All right, sexxxyy is a 27-year-old artist, musician, and sound engineer, videographer who is ready for the next level. All right, sexxxyy has a burning desire to become a notorious hybrid artist in order to live a lavish life and provide for his family. sexxxyy works a job that he doesn't like to work at, which takes up most of his time and disables him from making money and compounding his money with his free time. You understand? A lot of jobs pay low rates, right? And it's one of the worst ways to make money, but it is one of the surest ways to make money. So what do? sexxxyy began to slowly develop habits over the years and watch his thoughts, so that he could develop a discipline of time management for the physical and digital him. So then things came to sexxyy faster than ever. The things sexxyy wanted to become, it started with the digital self, the digital and the physical. So how do you maintain this digital self? Well, one of those things is you have to know that energy goes where attention flows, okay? So you have to focus on the right things. You have to focus on the things that matter. You have to focus on giving more, producing more content, producing the right content as well, guys. Branding yourselves right, the way that you want to be seen. Because people, what you have to realize is that it's amazing how many versions of you in this life actually exist. Not only in your own mind and not only in the possibilities of endless cycles, but also think about this when we're just talking about in other people's mind. Think about all the versions of you that are out there in other people's mind. And so what social media has done, what cameras have done, what all of this has enabled us to do is to be able to allow people to see us the way that we may want to be seen. Give me 1 second. Hello? So all of these versions of what people see you as and believe you to be can influence your life, and can affect your authenticity. But it's also not about being authentic. It's more about impressing the world in the way that you want to impress the world. So a lot of people may have expectations, and that's why a lot of people move away from their families, because their families draw these expectations of you're supposed to be this type of person, or you're supposed to be this type of person, or that type of person. So a lot of times it's hard for people to create a new self-image of themselves when they are constantly being reminded of who they were or who other people want them to be. And so this can become a problem when we're talking about managing the digital self for artists, entrepreneurs, and business people alike, because you have to break away from those habits, those thoughts, and those beliefs that hold you back from educating and stepping up to a higher esteem and into a higher position of where you're supposed to go. So how do you do this? All right, define your values. What's important to you? What is important to your business? What do you talk about in your music? what type of music is heard in the background of your videos. You know, what's important to you, right? After you define your values, you know, you have to prioritize your values. You have to prioritize them. You have to take time out every day to make sure that you are spending time doing those things that are going to create that future, right? This is the recipe. Create, edit content, put it out, advertise, repeat. For example, right? How does it reflect my values? These are the things that you want to think about when defining your brand and creating your values. You understand what I'm saying? Tips for finding, developing, and managing your digital self, guys. All right. Does it represent me as a pro? You know, does it represent you at your best capability? Does it represent, you know, where you're trying to go, the direction that you see yourself going? You know, what are your beliefs in this? You know, also choose your platforms. Are you on Instagram? Are you on Facebook? Are you on Snapchat? Are you on TikTok? But remember, you only have a limited time to allocate towards creating on these platforms. So if you're someone like me who's doing a lot by myself, then you have to really nail down those platforms that are going to work for you, or that you are going to make work for you, because you don't have all day to focus on getting every platform off the ground at once. However, if you do get one platform off the ground, it's ultimately easier to get the other ones going because you've already got one rolling. You understand? Easier to convert your audience. So choose your platform: Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, Snapchat, etc. Then you need to develop your discipline, pride, attitude, and commitment. You see, along this journey of finding out what you want to do, you know, developing your discipline, your pride, attitude, and commitment is going to be something that's going to be torn down and built back up time and time again, because you're going to be redeveloping your self-image until you get what sticks, until you get what succeeds. You understand? So you're going to be learning different things. You're going to have to get re-excited along the journey because things didn't go the way that you thought that they were going to go. And so you're going to have to many times recommit yourself to things that you didn't want to do, but you have to do. You're going to have to put your feelings to the side. And then sometimes you're going to have to stop doing things that you know that you don't want to do, and you have to stop taking opportunities that just aren't good enough for you to even step up to the next level. So many of us are in different stages. Take what resonates with you, guys. All right, and the next thing is to create, make content, visuals, plan, and repeat, because it's imperative to create and maintain a professional online presence. And maintaining a professional online presence is crucial in this digital age because your reputation precedes you. So guard it with your life. Know who you are and what you want to do. You don't have to know all the details right now, fellas, guys, ladies, whoever's listening, right? You don't have to know all the details, but you have to work. You can be smarter than me. You can be more gifted to me. You could have went to school. I don't care, but one thing I know is you're not going to outwork me. So keep at the trust that the details will fill in, and be specific as you can as possible for what you want and how you want to create, because the specifics is where you really dial in your manifestations. Okay, guys? So this is just part one to a video called Developing and Managing Your Digital Self for artists, business people, and entrepreneurs. If you like content like this, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and look forward to the next video. Okay, guys? Thank you so much, and have a great day.
Turn me on, and you turn me up when you come around. Girl, you know what's up. Girl, you poppin' shit, and you lockin' shit, and you droppin' shit. When you showing up, you on yo, you got it shit. Boy, you gon' have to